2K Sports pregame show. Sponsored by Sprite.
Listening to the sounds of this demeanor.
Missy be the name and y'all should already know. I've been around long as Scarface, so shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Let me grab the microphone and I'ma take it away. Say so.
We are live, the home of the Raptors in downtown Toronto, the Air Canada Center. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Going to bring you the NBA right here on 2K Sports. Tip-off goes to Houston. Here's the starting group for Houston. Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. And it's Ariza in at the small forward position.
Terrence Jones is a great fit in this up-tempo style the Rockets like to play. A fluid athlete. He's able to outrun and outquick most of the power forwards he goes up against.
And Lowry gets it to go.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And Beverly kicks to Howard. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, there's always a little hesitation with newly formed, star-loaded teams, and you wondered if the Rockets would click early last year. They did, and ended up with the 4 seed out west.
Rockets made it in as the 4th seed last year, but still couldn't find a way past Portland in the first round. It ended up falling to them in 6 games.
Really, though, it was the start of that series that sunk the Rockets as they dropped the first 2. They fought back, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, they couldn't overcome that poor start, Kevin. They did fight back, and it looked like a Game 7 was on the way, but then Damian Lillard, with one of the great shots in NBA playoff history, closed things out in dramatic fashion.
Brought you right out of your chair, didn't it?
Oh, big time. That was a great shot he made.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
Man, and it all had to be perfect and in precision. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look.
Now here's Howard. He kicks it to Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. A shot by Harden to start off this game. DeRozan, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine. And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jumpers.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Here's Ross. Good. Ross has got his first points of the game.
Pretty impressive. 5 straight makes to start this game.
The 3 from Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Outside DeRozan. Ross on the wing. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Big step forward in the play of Terrence Ross last year, and you can see why fans are excited about his growth. He has the physical tools and skill set to become an elite wing player.
And with Ross, he said that he models himself a bit after Paul George and how he wants to continue to grow as a player.
Wow, how about that?
Yeah,
PG
nice
already
compliment.
that's a great compliment, already being looked to by some of the younger players in the league, and You're right, Kevin. Not a bad guy to model your game after, because PG is an excellent two-way player.
And here's DeRozan. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Ross, that's good.
They really look sharp here. Razor sharp. Extremely focused.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Harden against Ross. Here's Harden on the wing. He's got 9. They now take the lead. Harden's got 12.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
For Toronto, they've gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Ross passes to Valanciunas. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Harden outside. Three-pointer. And it's Toronto with the rebound. It's DeRozan with the
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice. Real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
Oh, that one had it all, guys. Power and grace. Just beautiful.
Now here's Ariza. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. A new group in now for the Raptors. Tyler Hansbrough checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Amir Johnson. Williams, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Vasquez in for Terrence Ross. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeff Adrian's checked in for Jones. Johnson comes in for Trevor Ariza. Daniels, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Cannon in for Patrick Beverley.
For the first time in a long time, it seems that the Raptors have a clear vision of where they are headed and are on the right track. And it helps when you know where you're going. You can definitely feel a sense of hopefulness and optimism around in this team and among the fans.
Now here's Williams. Passes it to Patterson. On the wing, Williams. Lowry kicks to Hansbrough. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Adrian dishes to Cannon. Shoots the 3. And he gets the bucket. Cannon's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Rockets.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open 3-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually offense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Cannon's got 9 points.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Now here's Vasquez. Williams kicks to low. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hansbrough.
Right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Well, they don't expect a lot from him at the foul line. He was in that range below 70% last season.
You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
Pass to Daniel. Here's the 3. No good. From the length of the floor, the shot is off. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Toronto?
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Toronto right now, Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Lewis Williams out there with Vasquez. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Cannon.
Superb assist there. Played the role of the maestro on that one.
That's good.
How about the passing there? Moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Here is Daniels. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Ariza goes in. Dishes it to Jones. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Amir Johnson's checked in for Toronto. Ross comes in for Williams. Houston also making some changes. James Harden, he's checked in for Daniels. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Isaiah Cannon. Here's Beverley. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Well, you look at Patrick Beverley, and I think he embodies the phrase Chicago tough. And he's relatively unknown growing up and hooping in the playgrounds of West Chicago. He's always played the game with an edge, though, and that served him well as an NBA player.
It's stolen by Jones, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Now here's Vasquez. Out to DeRozan. Misses from short range.
Well, Beverley learned pressure defense back in high school as the lead guard in a 1-2-2 press. To prepare his team to play that way, his coach had them running stairs, running around the school nonstop for an hour every day. And Beverley still fanatical about his conditioning.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Guys, as we know, Dwight Howard used to covet the big market. His friend Josh Smith had said he's addicted to being global. And Howard even admitted people were in my ear about being in a bigger place and bringing more dollars in. Nowadays, it's not about where you play. Unfortunately, I had to learn that lesson in front of the whole world. Kevin?
His image took a hit, Doris, but he's learned from it, obviously. Thanks. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so Patrick Beverley, taken in the second round in 2009. Clark, the final cut at training camp by the Miami Heat. He spent the next 5 years playing in Greece and in Russia.
You're right, Kevin. Those are physical leagues where they allow a lot of contact. His defense is how he survives. Even now, that's his bread and butter. That's how he plays. He defends.
Raptors with the lead. Vasquez passes to Ross. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Kicks it out to Vasquez. That's good. Vasquez has got his second basket of the night.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Rockets trail by 4. Harden outside. There's the pass to Adrian. And Beverley kicks to Harden. Can't hit. And Toronto will come the other way. Vasquez dishes to Valanciunas. Now the feed to DeRozan. Over in the corner to Vasquez. And again, Toronto with the triple.
An assist like that and typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 14, and the shot is good.
And he does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out there. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot. Put somebody on him.
Vasquez with it, defended by Beverley, puts up the baby hook, and it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Vasquez.
Toronto, Canada, the home for the NBA All-Star Game next season. We know how global the NBA is. A lot of excitement and anticipation here in the T-Dot for a celebration of basketball.
Here's Adrian. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Harden. Again, the Rockets score.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Raptors leading by 4. And Toronto, guys, not necessarily viewed as a free agent destination in the NBA. But, Steve, it's a diverse city with a lot to offer.
And not least of which, Kevin, a vibrant nightlife, which I know you have enjoyed on occasion. But look, the Raptors, you know, they have a terrific home record, particularly on Sunday matinee games. A lot of speculation that visiting players maybe were out a little bit too late the night before. Who knows? Maybe you even ran into them.
Steve, where are you getting this stuff from? Man? You are reaching.
Clark and I are watching tape is what we're doing, right?
That's exactly what we're doing.
Getting ready for the broadcast.
Enjoying the 4 walls of the hotel room.
Raptors have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. It's DeRozan with the drive. That one goes. DeRozan's got 10 points.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Now, here is Harden. Feeds it to Jones. Back to Harden. 5 to shoot. Adrian passes to Jones. Makes it off the glass. Jones has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Tell you what, despite that hot start from long range, they've really gotten away from the three-point shot now.
And I know that's sacrilegious to you, Steve. I mean, being a shooter and all in your past, you figure you should be firing away from out there at all times. But the mid-range game and in-between game served me quite well. But that hasn't been the best meal ticket for them here in the second half. You got to go with what you do best.
Close game as we... Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out. And so far, just another big scoring night for him.
Typically, when he puts up that many points in the first half, he's going to follow it up with a better second half. We'll see if that happens here.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. And it's Ariza in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Ariza. Ross with the steal. Now the Raptors moving it up. DeRozan leading the charge. And it's blocked by Harden. And they're running. Puts it up. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Beverly.
Textbook right there. Nice pass. Great catch. Beautiful finish.
The drive by Lowry. Outside DeRozan. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist from Ross. Johnson's got 5.
Over the last 2 seasons, we've seen Harden go from one of the best 6 men in the league to an absolute superstar of the NBA. But one area that he needs to work on still is his defensive presence.
Toronto's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. And DeRozan pitch to Valanciunas. Ross dishes to Lowry. He feeds it to Johnson. And he gets it to go. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
Career best performance from Kyle Lowry last season, posting best in scoring and assists. A lot of people felt like he was the player most egregiously overlooked when it came to the All-Star game.
Now here's Ariza. Good on the three-point shot.
Boy, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
And the Raptors fall tie here. And Lowry, arguably the Raptors' best player last season. Despite that, Steve, he was the subject of repeated trade rumors.
Well, it was such a curious situation for Toronto. On one hand, you know, they were trying to rebuild the beginning of the season, maybe get a top draft pick, and then all of a sudden they started playing well. In the end, no trade. You know, Lowry becomes their best player, and then you know, he leads them to a top 3 seed in the playoffs. So it's kind of a strange season.
Rockets trail. Here's Beverly. 5 points in the game. Jones, the pass to Ariza for the lead. And another three for Houston.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yep, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
Now here is Lowry. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Valanciunas. It's stolen by Jones. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden's got the ball. The three. And he gets the bucket. Now it's a 4-point Rocket lead.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
Now here's DeRozan. 11 points in the game. Ross with it. DeRozan dishes to Lowry. And DeRozan kicks to Ross. Back to DeRozan. And a miss there on the triple.
Tell you, he had all the time in the world to get that shot off.
The dish to Harden. Shoots. Howard, the pass to Beverly. It's Harden with the drive. Ariza dishes to Harden. From deep three-point range. Harden missing again. Raptors trail by 4.
You know, it's really been this way for a few years when you look at the Rockets. They have been fantastic at getting to the line, and I think it caught a lot of teams in the East off guard last season.
Valanciunas. Ross kicks to Valanciunas. Out to DeRozan. Raptors need to get a shot up. Takes the 13-footer, and there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists now tonight. Well, the Rockets did well against the Eastern Conference last year, as you might expect. 23 wins out of 30 games. And getting to the line, Steve, was a part of it.
Yeah, in fact, they averaged just under 30 trips to the foul line against the Eastern Conference teams. So, you know, it's tough to lose when you get so many easy points against your opponent.
Harden can't hit.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Tyler Hansbrough is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Johnson. Lou Williams is checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's Vasquez in for Kyle Lowry. Houston also making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Jones, for James Harden. And it's Cannon in for Patrick Beverly.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
Williams can't get it to go.
Now, defensively, they did a great job of staying tight on him.
Here's Cannon. DeRozan defending. Kicks it to Cannon. On the wing, Daniels. Taken away by Williams. To the inside. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Here's Williams. 41 seconds left in the third. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. It's tipped.
And a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they got to hurry. Step on the gas here.
And there's the call on Lewis Williams. That's his first foul.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Here is Daniels, guarded by Vasquez. Howard in the post. Hansborough's there. Banked in off the glass. Howard's got the lead up to 4 now for Houston.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Careless play there. You've got to avoid those kind of turnovers.
Yeah, you really do, Steve. I mean, those really take a toll on you. They deflate any kind of rhythm you're trying to build.
Here's Daniels. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this had to be the choice. It was an absolutely sensational feat, putting it way up there above the rim so that only his teammate could catch it. And not only does he do it, but he powers it down from there.
Yeah, the timing of these plays are just phenomenal.
No question.
We've got Vasquez. Patrick Patterson is out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Tyler Hansbrough. And it's Lowry in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
They're obviously starting to lose some of their focus here, committing more and more turnovers as the game goes along. Not a good sign.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Amir Johnson's checked in for Tyler Hansbrough. And a switch here also for Houston. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Isaiah Cannon. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Vasquez. It's Howard with the drive. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Dwight Howard, in his words, back to having fun playing basketball last season with Houston. A younger group, more compatible to his fun-loving personality. And certainly with Harden and others, they've got a depth of talent that is very impressive. Probably the best core around him of his entire career.
Now here's Ross. And Valanciunas kicks to Lowry. Passes it to Patterson. 6 on the shot clock. To tie it up. And the bucket is good from Lowry in deep. He's got it all tied up now for the Raptors.
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
And Howard with the stuff.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
Now, here's Patterson. To the inside, and Valanciunas kicks to Johnson. And that one's good.
You know, as soon as he got an opening, he let it fly. That was a big shot there.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Patterson passes to Ross. Back to Patterson to take the lead. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. And it's a 3-point Toronto lead. Timeout called the Rockets.
Well, you look at Amir Johnson's offensive game, certainly a fit for today's NBA. Not really a huge post-up game repertoire, but he gets off the floor, runs the court, finishes around the rim, and he's able to spread the floor because he's a good jump shooter.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. G's checked in for Jones. Reza comes in, and Smith subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, guys, Kevin McHale had some advice for the team in that last break. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
And the Raptors making a change here. DeRozan's checked in.
Well, for Amir Johnson, he's showing range out beyond the arc over the last couple of seasons, and we may see more of that as his career progresses.
Now, here is Lowry. Ross dishes to Valanciunas. And DeRozan. Here we go. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. And Clark, we've seen some great competition in this one.
I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, looking at the lead changes really kind of tells the story of this game.
Yeah, what's that, 7 lead changes already here? So this is a great matchup, guys. 2 competitive teams going at it.
And Johnson with the stop.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Here's G. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Harden against Ross. Lowry kicks to Johnson. Clock at 6. Ross with a wide open look. A wide open look here for DeRozan. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Raptors lead by 3. Amir Johnson, an athletic dunker, but not a heat seeker. Not one to draw contact and get to the foul line.
No, if anything, he's more foul prone himself, Kevin. I mean, if he can flip that around, get that switch, I think that would be a huge step in progress for him.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jones comes in for G, and it's Patrick Beverly in for Smith.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
Now here's Howard in the corner. Harden, Ariza kicks to Beverly. Lets the 3 fly. That's good. Beverly's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
Tell you what, they're going to have a hard time climbing back into the game if they're going to continue to play defense like that.
Outside Lowry. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Goes up and there's it. It's easy.
Great work inside for 2 vital points. That was an ideal scenario for him. Point-blank range, big height advantage, and he cashed in perfectly.
Now here's Ariza, and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Howard with the steal. Harden against Lowry. It's Howard with the drive. Here's Ariza. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. That's 12 points for Trevor Ariza. And let's get your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and that was steals we've seen. Really a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Ariza, right side. From downtown. They get it back. Kicks it out to Harden. For 3. Serrano grabs the miss. Pass to Ariza. From downtown. Ariza with another miss. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. DeRozan passes to Valanciunas. It's deflected. Howard kicks to Jones. To the middle. It falls.
Man, they're getting a fantastic effort from James Harden right now.
Toronto calls timeout. They're down by 1. There's 21 seconds left in the game. Patterson, he's checked in for Toronto. And then for Houston, Jeff Avery's checked in for Jones, for James Harden. And it's Cannon in for Patrick Beverly. Boss on the wing. He's covered by Daniels. Lowry drives in. Throws and dishes to Patterson. can't knock it down, and they really needed that one.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After 4 quarters, a stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. So the Rockets win the tip. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So on the floor for Houston, Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. And it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's Isaiah Cannon, and it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Valanciunas is checked in for Patterson. And it's Lowry in for Vasquez. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Beverly's checked in, and that one's good.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Overtime still getting started here, just about a minute in. It's Howard with the drive. Here's Jones. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. 8 points for Terrence Jones.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
DeRozan against Ariza. It's tipped. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And finished off by DeRozan.
I tell you, you gotta love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
His leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it feels like it's either a dunk or a foul and a couple of free throws every possession.
James Harden, he's checked in for Daniels. And so it's Houston with it after the Raptors pick up 2. 6 on the shot clock. Pulled loose. Ariza kicks to Beverly from 18 feet away. And good. He nails it. Beverly's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
DeRozan, and it's sent back by Howard. Valanciunas passes to Lowry. Nails the wide open jump shot. And that bucket ignites the crowd.
Crucial bucket there, and you hear it in their reaction.
And you can feel the energy throughout this building right now. What a huge shot.
Now, here is Harden. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Toronto's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game.
Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big moment in this game.
Here is Harden. Beverly dishes to Ariza. From downtown. The shot is off. Clark, a big-time possession here.
Tell you what, their hearts have to be racing right now.
And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. Right side Lowry. Dishes to Valanciunas. Sinks it.
That's what happens when he gets on a roll. And you are not going to see a better rhythm shooter than him.
Houston's got neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall here in overtime. DeRozan passes to Valanciunas. It's DeRozan with the drive. Yes!
And they're getting that lead way up there now. I mean, it should be a stroll to the final whistle from here.
Yeah, this late in the game, it'd be almost impossible for them to blow a lead like this.
Beverly dishes to Ariza. He kicks it to Beverly. Will it go? Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Yeah, and he had to get that shot off quickly because the defense was all over.
Yeah, that's the key, Steve. The quick trigger. Any hesitation, and that shot gets blocked.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. An impressive victory in overtime after an exciting end in regulation.
You know what? In a long game, fatigue can sometimes affect every aspect of play.
They didn't look tired at all to me.
That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching. Now, here is our Jordan Player of the Game.